Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He might want another play. They'll go to the toss. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go! Let's go!
The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Bean. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
You got to find creative ways to run the football in the red zone when the field shrinks, and I love the jet sweep here. You could tell hits it in stride, speed kills on the perimeter, good blocking, nice play call at the right time to get the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Kane. Going for a big play right off the bat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Trying to pick up a 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Forced out of the pocket. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable, because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
He'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass, it's Kane. Snagged in the middle, it's Francis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 45. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Escapes the pressure to his right. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Takes the easy one to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Kane. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Bean. And they're able to get him on the ground. No huddle, offense to the line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Into the end zone for a touchdown. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Kane. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in. It's Francis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Runs through the tackle.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making checks. Toss to the outside. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space, good things will happen.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bean. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rudolph. Across the 35. Inside the 30. Down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bean. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got it in the middle. It's Francis. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Kane. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Jennings. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by a field goal over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end now in motion. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
It's now 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
He's looking to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Sweet cut there. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll move the tight end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got it behind the line. It's Rudolph. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Kane. The throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Pulls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Gonna look downfield again. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go to the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They're going to run it. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. To the air. It's Kane. Here's a heat. And it'll be a touchdown.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
First and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense gets set for second down. off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to throw. It's Kane. Using his legs to buy some time. Find some fresh air. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Nice move. Creates some space. Speeding down the left side. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Immediately fires to the middle.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Lets it fly. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
A lot of urgency for this offense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They just keep firing. On the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking the shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Give to the back. Sweet cut there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Called by the offense.
Second down coming up. They'll run the ball, and the clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Dropping back, it's Kane. And the missed connection on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might be calling a hot route. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Try to get it to the edge. Running to Green. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive game, nice positive toss play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coaches, block those guys. Don't watch them tackle other guys.
They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down.